All right. Well, it is 2:00. We're kind of right on time. This is entitled Marvin Sanderson versus Autumn Cheeseborough. The file number is 221450. Mr. Sanderson is here representing himself. Mr. Donald Roberts is here from Legal Aid of Western Michigan. We don't see Don as much as his associates, but good afternoon.
Afternoon, Judge.
We were here on December 12th, and then we continued it to December 19th. This was an eviction. Plaintiff wants her to move. The defendant contends that this is a violation of the Fair Housing Act. And there were issues about how much rent was kept and what was what. So the matter was continued to today, from December 19th to March 6th. In fact, I was hopeful the parties could resolve it. So I'll defer to you first, Mr. Roberts. What's the current status?
Well, regretfully, Your Honor, I have not heard from my client. Called her last week, a reminder of the court date, left a number of messages. Perhaps Mr. Sanderson has a better idea where she might be at this time, if she's moved out or not.
I have no idea. Her since February 16th.
Sorry, I didn't catch what happened on February 16th.
He hasn't heard from her since February 16th.
Okay, well,
Was she in possession of the premises at that time?
Well, yes.
All right, well, plaintiff made a valiant effort, has kept her there for 3 additional months, but she isn't even here. Let's make sure she's not outside. Do you have anybody out there for landlord tenant? I'm looking for Autumn Cheeseborough. All right, thanks, bye. Mr. Sanderson, you still want possession of your property back?
Yes.
Someone just logged in as Gavon Worthy. I'm not sure who this is. Oh, he's in Mr. Rognus's case.
Your Honor, I raised in our answer our claim about the fact that I assume Mr. Sanderson hasn't said, but at the time he filed the complaint, Ms. Cheeseborough was current with her rent and had continued to pay her rent. And our argument was basically that the notices he had given her became void or voidable simply because he continued to accept rent for a period of time after the notices expired. He didn't mention today whether or not she's continued to pay. I believe that was the understanding when we left. I don't think there was a formal order by the court.
I think there was Your Honor had requested that she continue to pay rent and not to allow her boyfriend back in the house. Okay, and she.
Well, you filed a supplemental document. As of 2/10/23, Kyle Spence is still living in the trailer at River Run Road with Autumn Cheeseborough. As of 2/10/23, she is $655 behind in the rent. And there's a screenshot from January 25th of allegedly Mr. Spence there. There was a PPO in effect. I don't know if it still is. So it's your contention, has she paid any rent since, did she pay January or February's rent?
The last time she paid rent was January 13th. And right now she owes $1,165 as of today.
Your Honor, as you know, this is not a non-payment of rent case. However, I did not receive a copy of the document that Mr. Sanderson referred to. The
Well, I
February 10th document.
apologize. The staff should have forwarded them. Lisa? Let me see if they were scanned in here. I can send them to you. But Mr. Sanderson, did you take those pictures?
They were videos.
Yes.
Did I take them?
Yes, well, but I mean, did you cause them to be put into?
Good. My secretary knows a little bit more about this than I do. Can I have her answer these questions?
Yeah, just have her there just a minute. Let me send this to Mr. Roberts. No, I'm doing it right.
Do it? Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. So is it your understanding, Laura? They have to watch the YouTube to see what we're doing because would you check with upstairs in the clerk's office and see if the personal protection order of Autumn Cheeseborough versus Kyle Spence is still in effect?
I don't believe it is.
Who's with you, Mr. Sanderson?
Amy Gonzer.
All right, Ms. Gonzer, could you get in the screen there? Ms. Gonzer, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give here will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes, sir.
And your name is Amy Gonzer, Gonser.
Correct.
And are you the one that sent me that note as of 2/10/23? Kyle Spence is still living in the trailer?
Correct.
And you did those screen captures and forwarded those to?
They were from the neighbors, Shane Padnote and Kate Shoemaker. They sent them to me and I sent them to you.
Have you been to the residence?
I have not.
So the information you got is from the neighbor's surveillance camera?
Correct. They're also renters of Marvin's.
All right, so the neighbors rent also. So it's your belief and understanding that she is, at least as of February 10th, she is still there and he is still there.
February 16th was the last time that Shane and Kate saw anybody at the trailer.
All right, so they haven't seen anyone there since February 16th.
Correct.
Mr. Roberts, do you have any questions for that witness?
Well, no, Your Honor, just that I would object as to pretty much all the term testimony was hearsay. And an improper foundation was laid with respect to the observations reported by the neighbor. There was also a reference to some screenshots. I have not received those. I did get the letter or statement.
Well, I sent them.
Let me double
It's
check again,
operated
Judge.
here. Says I sent them. I'll send it again.
Yeah, I did get the letter, Judge.
Maybe the.
Hold on a
pictures
minute. Sorry. They came in under separate cover.
All right. All right, it may be hearsay, but and she doesn't know the video, when it was taken. You're right, there's lack of foundation. But it isn't completely without merit, and the defendant isn't here, and the plaintiff has reason to believe she hasn't been there since the middle of February. And so if I dismiss this, they're left with no recourse and the property's in limbo. I'm going to grant the motion to terminate the tenancy. Defendant has 10 days to appeal it. No money damages are ordered. I also have until the 16th of March to appeal it. We'll send a copy of that to you also, Mr. Roberts, as
Thank you,
well
Judge.
as to them. And if you get contact with her and wish to appeal my decision, you have 10 days to do it, but it sounds like they're gone. She also knew of this date. It was given to her here in the courtroom by Zoom. An appeal date. I will do the judgment. I think I have one in the file here someplace. If I don't, I'll have one prepared. If you contact her or there's an issue, we can further address this. But this is simply a possession judgment. If there's an issue of money damages, it'll be taken up in any subsequent hearing. So, Mr. Sanderson, you've got to wait till March 16th before you can take possession of the premises. Any questions?
No.
All right, you're all good to go. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don.